Hi everybody. On today's episode of Dude, I Love or Hate My Ride at Home Edition, we're going to take a look at a pair of vehicles that you might not expect to be great out on the trail. First up in the video today is an off-road van. Yes, I said a van. This is a Mitsubishi Delica, and when I first saw that a Delica had been submitted, I guessed right away that it was from Western Canada, and I was correct. Maybe you can answer this question. What is up with British Columbia and Mitsubishi Delicas? If you go out to BC, you see these vans all over the place. They absolutely love them out there. So hey, maybe the answer's in the video. Let's go ahead and watch it now and find out about this Delica.
Hey TFL, this is Doug from Vancouver, BC, Canada. And this is my 2002 Mitsubishi Delica L400 Space Gear 20th Anniversary Edition. Four-wheel drive, right-hand drive van from Japan. Let's talk about the mods first. I've got a coastal off-road bumper with LED lights. I've got some zinc-coated steel dash plates from Tomei in Australia. Got some BF Goodrich all-terrain TAs. Excellent tires. And I've also got a 2-inch lift kit installed from Wolfram Machine and Tool right here in BC. It has a 3-liter V6 gasoline engine. Mine is a 7-seater. They came in 8-seater models as well. But being a 7-seater, mine has the captain's chairs for the second row. And the third row seating is a bench seat that you can fold down, and when it's folded up you got tons of room in the back. This van is also the high roof model, so there's tons of extra room in the back for camping gear, climbing gear, backpacking gear, hiking gear. You can fit a couple of bikes back in here easily. If you move the second row seats forward, lots of room for sleeping, and I'm 6'3". The interior for the driver is also nice and roomy, which I appreciate being a big guy. Really great armrests for the seats. And comes with air conditioning, separate climate control panel for the back as well for the passengers. It's got overdrive. It's got the AT mode, which starts you off in second gear if you're on a slippery road or a steep slippery hill. Being a four-wheel drive, it's got Mitsubishi's famous Super Select four-wheel drive, which came in the Pajeros as well. So we can go from 2 high into 4 high, which is basically an all-wheel drive mode. And then you can go into 4 low, 4 high low with the locking differential. And then you go right down into 4 low low with the center locking differential. So it's a pretty good four-wheel drive system. I'm pretty happy with it. I kind of miss having a manual transmission when I'm off-roading, but I must say I appreciate the automatic transmission when I'm just tootling around town or on the highway. As far as modifications for the interior go, I've added my own center console, which is quite large, carries lots of stuff, and keeps the brewskis nice and cool in the summer. And I got the switch here for the LED lights on the new bumper. So all in all, I'm very happy with the vehicle. It's a strong enough four-wheel drive to get me up to the trailheads, up the steep logging spur roads and mining roads that BC is famous for. And but the vehicle also drives a bit more car-like on the road, on the highway, so it's very comfortable there. So it's a good mix of both worlds, I find. And you know, I don't do any kind of rock crawling, so you know, this van would not be good for that. It's not got enough clearance, and it's a bit too top heavy. But it's otherwise it's a great, strong little four-wheel drive, and moves me and a lot of friends and a lot of gear. Fairly reliable, and even though sometimes I feel like I'm 4x4ing in a Greyhound bus, I usually have a pretty good time. So anyway, thanks TFL. Hope you enjoyed my vehicle, and keep up the great work. Been really enjoying your videos, and hope to see mine on your show. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.
Well, thank you for that submission, Doug, and thanks for the action footage. Cool to see your Delica out there on the trail. Plus, we caught a glimpse there of gorgeous British Columbia. If you ever get a chance to go off-roading in BC, definitely do it. It's beautiful out there. Once again, thanks for the submission. Now on to the next vehicle. Once again, another Canadian vehicle, and this one is right here in Ontario. This is a Volkswagen Touareg, and this owner is actually building it into an overlander. Now, he's just started out, but let's take a look and see what he has done and what he plans to do.
My name is Mark McVitie. This is my 2012 Volkswagen Touareg TDI. This is the start to my overland build. It has a 2.5-inch spring spacer lift sitting on 17 by 7.5 XD rims and 33 and 11.5 inch BFG KO2s. This is the Highline model, so in Canada that is, in 2012, that was the second highest trim. The only thing it doesn't have is 21-inch rims and xenon headlights, but I don't need 21-inch rims anyway. So what else is done to it? It has a 3-liter diesel that has been remapped and an exhaust. So it's about 300 horse and 500 some torque. Yeah, so I wanted to build this because so many people say the T3 Touareg just can't go off-road or can't overland, and I'm just gonna prove them wrong. The torque sensing differential or brake lock differentials, whatever you want to call them, work exceptionally well on these vehicles. You add the tires and the lift kit, and it is very capable. I have about 12 inches of ground clearance, maybe a little more. The rockers are 17 inches from the ground. Yeah, so I'll show you the engine bay. There's nothing really to it, but it does have a cheap cone filter on there now just for fun. I'm actually having a snorkel made, but yeah, that's the diesel. It has the 8-speed Aisin high torque transmission, which also works fantastic. Tows amazing, as these are rated at 7,700 and some pounds. It tows my snowmobiles, my Sea-Doos, no problem at all. Yeah. Anyway, there's future plans are roof rack, the snorkel, light bars. I have a brand new set of BFG KM2 mud terrains to go on it. What else? The inside, not much has changed. I have dirt, WeatherTech mats front, back, and rear. There's my co-pilot, 16-year-old Jack Russell. named Buddy. I wrapped all the wood grain with 3M Vivid carbon fiber. I swapped out the steering wheel to a R-line, so now it has a paddle shifter as well. That's about it. Still gets high 20 miles per gallon on 33s. Like, I mean, it can't complain. There's really not much that I hate about this vehicle. The hardest part is finding aftermarket support for them. But on the other hand, that's exactly why I chose to build this, because it is rare and very little people do anything to them. So if you guys want to see more videos and pictures, I have tons of them on my Instagram. It is Mark, M-A-R-K _B _McVitie, M-C-V-I-T-T-I-E. And yeah, I have tons of content on this. And the build will continue. It's getting a winch as well. And yeah, just tons more to go.
Well, Mark, thanks so much for the video, and you're absolutely right. You definitely do not see a lot of Touaregs that look like yours, but even just with lift and tires, this thing looks super cool. So good on you for taking on such a unique challenge, and I can't wait to see you out there on the trail here in Ontario. So guys, that's it for this one. Now I want to hear from you. Go below in the comments, let me know, what do you think of a Delica and a Touareg going off-road? Should these be off-roaders, or are these guys just crazy? And then as always, while you're down there, hit like, hit subscribe, and then come right back here to the channel for the latest news, views, and real world reviews. See ya.